Hello, I'm Mike Gordon. Welcome back to my perfect playthrough of Tecmo Super Bowl for the Sega Genesis. And last time we had defeated the Kansas City Chiefs in Week 7 in a game that was much too close for our personal comfort. Hopefully we come back in a really big way against the Raiders. And speaking of coming back, Tyrell Williams is back from injury. Thank God there's no IR in this season, in this game. It looks like we're going to get the ball back. Alright, so the strategy in theory would be to and there's a deep pass to Michael Irvin, and we're off to the races. First play of the game, I shook off a defensive pressure to complete a deep throw to Michael Irvin, and we already are up 7-0. Now, about the Raiders, at this period, they were not terrible per se, but they weren't great either. Alright, that turned out to work out pretty well for us. And we got another touchdown. A scoop and score from Russell, Maryland. Holy cow. We are up 2 scores. And we're not even through with the first opening minute yet. Actually, we are through with the opening minute. But that's still mighty impressive. Nope. And yeah, you're not going anywhere. And it's a 3 and out. Still can't block a punt. Alright, I think we've been fooling around quite long enough. Alright, and we're gonna try to throw it to our tight end, Novacek. And we got the touchdown. So even though that probably wasn't the best play to go with, given the circumstances, it at least paid off in great dividends. Absolute domination. 3 scores in the first quarter. Now, why I'm not kicking it all the way to the end zone is simple. I want to burn out as much clock as possible, and the clock ticks faster in the field of play. I noticed that they're doing a lot of play action, mixing it up with some play action. But it ain't working. You know what? They keep doing the same play. I'm just going to punish them. And that's Charles Haley for the sack. Yeah, I sort of saw that coming. Ooh, that's a deep punt. On their end zone, no less. Alright, let's do... Harper. And we'll let the clock run out. And we're going to hand the ball off to Emmitt Smith now. Oops. Wow. They were totally ready for that one. And Noachek's completing those passes that he needs to complete. Alright, he's definitely doing well. I actually checked their player conditions. Smith's average, Michael Irvin's average. So definitely a not where I want them to be, but it is what it is. Just means that Troy Aikman has to carry the load for this game. Ooh. And that's another touchdown to Novacek. We're up 4 scores now. The Raiders absolutely don't stand a chance. I'm going to just force them to burn as much clock as possible. And honestly, I think if Michael Irvin was playing well, I probably wouldn't have much an issue here. And that was easy to predict. And Russell Maryland appears to be completely jacked as well. And Maryland is making the big plays on defense. Absolute annihilation. Alright. I'm going to hand it off to Smith up the gut for hopefully a free first down. Ooh. So yeah, it seems like the Raiders are pretty much keyed on to Emmitt Smith here. So And I threw the ball to Harper because I'm not really gunning for a touchdown right about now. I'm gunning to run out the clock. So Emmitt Smith is still going to play a role in that. We're going to go run up the gut. Up the gut. And I don't think they can stop us. And they're not gonna. Emmitt Smith finally reaches the end zone. And I think we can... That might be kind of a little close. Alright, it's not in the end zone, so... Alright, let's go. Alright, we allowed them to gain some yardage on offense, but that's fine. They have minus 21 yards rushing, 0 yards passing. But we could probably do a lot better, I think. Oops, that was that's gonna be a touchback. And oh boy. Oh, never mind. Oh, another strip. Wow. So what turned into start off as a disastrous blown play is an even bigger disaster for the Raiders. And man, Harper's absolutely torching these guys. I wonder if he's in the Hall of Fame. I know Michael Irvin's in the Hall of Fame. I'm pretty sure Novacek's in the Hall of Fame. Smith's in the Hall of Fame. So let's go. And they still could stop Emmitt Smith. Alright. Yeah, I'm basically running up the score, but honestly, if the Raiders hadn't turned the ball over, this never would have happened. Alright, let's go. Shit, this is not good. Alright. We gotta settle down. Well, actually, I'm not terribly worried that we'll get that we're gonna fall apart. That looks to be it. Oh no, it wasn't. Ah, shit. Well, the bright side is we'll get the ball back. And that was a bad throw, man. Right into coverage. Alright, we've averted disaster for now. And we're going to throw the ball to Novacek. And we're going to go up north. And just like that, we have scored 49 points. 49 zip. Alright, at this point I would like to just kick a touchback. Since I would like to get the ball back. What play should I do? Let's do down below. Yep, I was not going to allow time to expire because then they'll just go for the 4th down. Now the rest of the game we're probably just going to hand the ball off to Smith. So I would like to make a quick adjustment. I'm recording this after the Texans-Jets game. First loss of the pick. Honestly, as we were approaching game day, I was starting to get a bit of a hunch that this was probably going to be a trap game for a Texans team that, frankly, it was never really that impressive to begin with. Like, it was very easy to assume that the Jets are just god awful and they can't, and they've thrown in the towel and whatnot, but oh. And we got the first down with Emmitt Smith. Didn't need to kick a field goal. Didn't need a punt. Nothing. Let's run up the gut. Let's keep running up the gut. And that was a predictable first down, even though they were a bit ready for that. They have not called their timeouts yet, which is interesting. I guess they just want this game to be over just as badly as I do. So now they're probably going to end up calling timeouts now that they'll have possession of the ball soon. And I don't really give a rat's ass about positioning at this point. I just want to run out the clock as quickly as possible. And these people have become insanely predictable. And I'm just gonna keep on jamming. They're in their ends at the 1 yard line. And it's a safety. And we got the onside kick, which is nice. And now it's just a matter of running out the clock. And because there's no victory formation, I'm just gonna keep on performing the same small subset of moves over and over again until the clock reads midnight, or I score a touchdown. 65-0. All right. Could happen to a better team. Just one more stop and we can go home. And Kevin Smith got the sack, and the game is over. 65-0. Absolute annihilation. -2 yards total offense for the Raiders. 381 total offense for the Cowboys. All right. You want to skip ahead to week 9. And the Broncos lose to the Chargers. Lions crush the Bucks. Dolphins beat the Colts. Eagles beat the Cardinals. Seahawks. Whatever. And of course the Bills are still winning. The Browns have won big. Lions have just won big. Are the Lions about to turn their season around? Atlanta's won big. So is Miami and Buffalo again. And we are heading down to Philly country right now. About now. Let's go look at the stands. Bills have a commanding division lead over the AFC East, which is cool and all. However, every team but the Patriots are in contention for a playoff spot so far. And surprisingly, the same goes for every team in the AFC Central, though this time the Houston Oilers have a fairly commanding lead in their division. And this is sort of, and the AFC West is basically a free-for-all dumpster fire right about now. There's really no separation yet. Meanwhile, the Saints and the Falcons have closed into just half a game within the Saints, while the Niners are a game behind them both. Vikings, and it's basically Vikings versus Packers in the NFC North. However, the Bears and the Lions are not completely out of this yet. And of course, we stand alone undefeated, but the Eagles and Cardinals are both 4-3 and are still very much in contention. But that will all just change next time. Next week when we take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. With all out of the way, this is Mike Gordon, sign out.